John Osborne here with the FX Education Outlook for June 8th, 2017. The big news we have here is that we got the results from the British elections that were done, and you can see a huge drop that happened. Interestingly, we went right down to this previous trend line right here that we had left on our charts, and that was about the point that it stopped and reversed. That move happened very quickly. You can see on this chart here, we go down to a 500 tick. You can see right at 5 o'clock Eastern time, which I believe would be 10 p.m. UK time, we ended up in just a couple of minutes having this very large drop that erased pretty much the whole day's gain. So anyways, we did see that big drop, and we're seeing this in a few of our markets today. So we'll let things settle down a little bit, but it did break through this trend line that we had here. Also, by the way, I am now looking with the 240 chart in the upper left corner. I moved the daily chart down in the bottom right corner so we can give more attention to what's going on the 240. So we've been watching the Aussie US dollar going through these supports. There's another one here and one here. You can see the breaks and then the follow through. And right now we're in an uptrend. We went up and touched this previous trend line, and now we're possibly making another little run lower. So what we can do is we can draw a line around the bottom here, but that can get a little too steep. So what I've done is I've drawn a line across the top to see if we'll break to go higher, and we'll stay bullish at that point. Also, we saw this little drop here. We couldn't get above a previous pivot, which is a little bit off the chart here on the left, but it went up and touched that and came back down to that trend line. And in our bearish area, we've got the euro pound that, of course, with the pound in the bottom of its move, it's in its denominator, and then we had that big the British pound move, the cable move. It jumped right up and pulled back. So this is the opposite of what we saw before. And we did break through this micro downtrend line here, and we'll be watching for continued move up there. With the US dollar yen, we've got a consolidation trend line here that we can watch, and the break points around 109.549 for potential entry to go lower. We're looking bearish on the daily, and we're staying within this pivot, or this pennant that we have here on the weekly. The pound yen, we saw the big drop again. We broke through the previous support of 140.705 and through this pivot here of 140.041. So we'll be watching to see if that one will run lower. Same thing with the pound CAD, broke through this support trend line here, which was a consolidation uptrend. And the dollar Swissy also has a pending breakpoint here. That would be around 0.96435. And note that we did break down through the weekly pennant that we have here, and we're back up and retesting it. So let's watch what happens. We're looking bearish on the weekly, neutral on the daily, maybe a little bit bullish, and we're looking bullish with this consolidation uptrend here on the 240. And that'll do it for today. Remember to follow me on StockTwits and Twitter under the name TraderJohnO, and you can subscribe to this video or look at previous videos with the links that appear at the end of this video. So have a great rest of your day.